So, now that that video is released, I want to show you guys parts of my art process, starting with how I draw the torso. Now, this video might be updated in the future since I would still say I'm not at my peak yet, but without further ado, that sounds so cliche. Let's get into it.
3, 2, 1, go!
When I first started art, I really just BS'd my way into making bodies. Like, here's a circle because why not? And what about a triangle here? It wasn't until I got this book, which I would highly recommend, that I learned the method I still use today. It's called the Riley 6 Lines Method. Let's start. Now, the head is pretty complex to draw. For now, I'll put this orb as a placeholder, which is the first line. The second line is the middle line. This is placed depending on how the body is leaning. You can think of it as the spine almost. The third line is the shoulder line. It's pretty self-explanatory, although it can be shaped differently with different poses. Oh, hold on, the fourth line is actually supposed to be the middle line, and the second line is supposed to be the neck. Okay, you know what, I'm only figuring this out now, and I'm not sure it really matters either way. The fifth line is a sort of triangle that goes from the end of the shoulder to the start of the legs. You could just eyeball it, or you can make a sort of measurement of how many heads tall the person is, where the start of the legs is around the 4 heads mark. Finally, the sixth and final line is pretty weirdly shaped, and I'm not sure if it should only count as one line, but it's essentially an hourglass shape from the neck to the start of the legs, like this. Now we're finished with the foundations. From here, what I would do is to sketch in the muscles and small details that will be refined later. And it mostly depends on what type of person you draw, so here's the pecs, abs, belly, button, pelvis. If you're drawing someone really buff or don't understand the muscles fully, you can use a reference. Once I finish the sketch of the whole body, which for now I just have the torso, I go over the lines, which people in the art community call line art. Once all of that is done, you finally have your torso. Sit back, stretch your arms, and lay your eyes on the most beautifully made torso you've drawn in your life. Okay, probably not that good. Also, I just want to thank you guys for the support on the last video. Some people didn't like it for a couple reasons, and I'm looking forward to add more to my videos to minimize that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the tutorial.